Hey, what can sales relate to the time-space continuum? I was listening to a Stephen Hawking book last night on Audible, and I've got some insight that's going to blow your mind. Stick around, it's going to be a good one. So last night, I had my son, he and I were sitting down, and instead of me reading him like a Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star type of book, he's 3 years old, I figured it's time we introduce him to quantum physics. So I have a Stephen Hawking book playing on Audible in the background as we're laying there listening to it, and Stephen's talking about, or the narrator in this case, is talking about how these particles are broken down to an infinite. So we thought, when we were in elementary, we thought that electrons, neutrons, and protons was like as small as it got. Then it turns out they were made of something else. Then it turns out that quarks are what made those things. So at infinity, each time that they uncover some smaller particle, they find out that it's made up of smaller particles. This is called nanotechnology, and it's infinite. Things continually getting smaller and smaller and smaller to an infinite point, because there's always some sort of matter that's going to be down there as a building block. Same thing happens as we get bigger and bigger, leaving the Earth, right? So think about this as, space is one thing, the universe is another. The universe is one thing, space is another first, galaxies, so on and so forth, right? It continues to get, I said those in a totally wrong order, but you get where I'm going with this. It continues to get bigger and bigger. So we're just caught somewhere in the middle. As human beings here on Earth, and maybe not even the middle, we may be on the small end, or we're definitely not on the bigger end, because we know the universe is ever expanding with trillions of stars. So I want you to think about that. We're just in the middle. So how does this relate to sales? There's two things that you need to always be doing in your business. A, breaking your business down smaller and smaller. Money comes from here. Leads come from here. Tracking comes from here. Breaking it down infinitely to where you can control every little detail. Not all at once, but over time. Because scientists, they didn't break all this stuff down just in one setting, right? It's taken them decades and decades and centuries to break all these things down. So you should just on a weekly, monthly, annual basis, break your business down to smaller and smaller pieces. Now, on the flip side, what you also need to be doing is the expansion of your business. So each year you need to always be expanding, always growing your market share, just like the galaxy, the universe, the whole, the whatever, I don't know what comes after the universe, the infinite mass that's out there, right? So you need to always be growing as well. So you're going in two directions. You're breaking your business down to where you can control it more and more on the smaller side, because the more you can control the little details, the more you can control the big details. At the same time, you're expanding your business through marketing, right? So we're talking systems on the small end, marketing on the big end, growing your business, expanding your brand, investing in yourself to where you're able to grow over and over again. So that's the lesson from the time continuum into the sales and business world today from your boy Hardcore Closer. Hey, listen, if you haven't been over to the blog, go to hardcorecloser.com. Make sure you sign up. I do podcasts, videos, all sorts of cool stuff like this is on there as well. I got a YouTube channel as well as this Facebook one. Hey, just reach out to me any way you can. This doesn't have to be the only place that we're connected, because I put media out everywhere. So, hope you enjoy this video. Share it. Catch you on the next one.
You want some shit, man?